Ellis DeWalt, and for my speech today, I'll be telling you how social media affects kids for both the good and the bad. Do you think that social media is safe for your child? Social media may cause your child anxiety and failing grades. Today, I will discuss why social media can be harmful for your child, both the pros and the cons of safely using it. My purpose of this speech today is for you to monitor your child's interaction on social media and why you should be a role model to your child on social media. For my main points, I will be recognizing how developing brains might be vulnerable to social media, monitor and discuss social media use, and ways to be a better role model for social media use. According to Larry Rosen, children whose parents don't ask them about their online activities or least healthy and perform worse at school. And then this is true because when kids start to get used to seeing social media trends, being on apps like Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, they don't really start to care about their activities or their extracurricular things like they do, like schoolwork, sports, bands, whatever they might be interested in. Everything goes to social media, and all their time and screen time just eats at them. Um, Another source that I have is according to the media.com, exclusive uh, excessive use of social media may affect the strong bond between the parent and the child, who spends a lot of time on either Facebook, Instagram, or Snapchat. These parents are prone to neglect their children and leave them unsupervised for a short period of time, which can be very harmful for the child because the role as an adult when you have a child is to monitor everything that your child does, especially if they're the ages between 10 to 14 years old, because kids around that age, their brains are not real developed yet, so they're more prone to getting into bad situations, like things that can either cause harm, social media horizons, so cyberbullying, or it can even affect their self-esteem in the end, which can lead them to have depressing thoughts either about the people that they might be around, their friends, their family, their mom, their dad, uncle. You just never know, because nowadays with the generation that we live in, technology is a main source of how people go about their day. It can either it can it can either make them or they can break them. Now, the good side of social media is how it can affect them financially in the long run. Right now, I'm 21, so it's a lot of people my age today that's on apps like TikTok, making videos, making millions, having millions of followers following them, listening to their advice on ways to make money, how to take care of their family, or just give them advice about even school or sports they might be interested in. But it can also be affect them negatively too, because that's the parents' job, is to tell them how to go about certain things, like, friends, trying to attract a significant other if they're interested in that, how they go about getting their schoolwork done if they're interested in, if even continuing their education, things of that matter. So these social media influencers, they're not always good, but they are helpful in the long run. So from my conclusion, I'm sorry, before I even get to my conclusion, another reason social media might be bad for your child is because like the apps that I stated, there are a lot of predators on there. There are a lot of women, men who always looking for their next victim. And like I said before, kids 10 to 14, they more prone to want to talk to these people because like I said before, their parents might be ignoring them. They might not get the attention that they need from at home, so they try to find it in others. So and it affects them, and that can cause great a great traumatic experience on them, and it can affect them when they get to their adult years, like in their 20s. It can either even cause them to even want to hurt themselves or do harm to themselves. So in my conclusion, I just say how social media affects you bad and for the worse. It affects you bad if you let it make you or break you. If you listen to people's words instead of your families or people that you don't even know, it'll always just come back to bite you, and it could either make your life good or it can make your life bad. It can make your life good if you're a more outgoing person, if you're an extrovert, if you love talking to people, if you love getting into, if you like doing what I'm doing speeches, talking to people, advising them on how to go about their lives, or if you just want to be an inspiration to people. But it can affect you bad if you're out here following trends that might not be as good or great while you're young, or it can cause you harm. So you just have to monitor what you do. Your parents have to monitor what you do, and they have to monitor what they do also. Because kids go off what they see, and what they see is not always right. So in the end, I just say do better, spend time with your children, and just show them the right way to go. That's it.